Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be looking at modeling the Cirrus, I believe it's pronounced Cirrus, Vision SF50 jet here. I saw Ramy RC's that he did one, a large one, and I thought it looked pretty cool. So I want to see how long it would take me to go ahead and design one up here and 3D print one. And yeah, this video is sponsored by PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop shop for rapid prototyping from 3D printing, CNC machining, sheet metal fabrication, injection molding, electronic PC board design and manufacturing. PCBWay has globally competitive prices, and to get an instant quote for your project, sign up for an account and drag and drop your file. You will get an instant quote, and 2 to 3 days you will get a firm quote. For your 3D printing needs or other rapid prototyping needs, check out PCBWay.com. So let's go ahead and get started. I got my pictures in here already. So first thing I'm going to do is the shape of this fuselage here, and I'm going to use forms for this. So I'm going to click Create Form, and I'm going to use a cylinder. And the lines were not on, so I used Control-6 to turn those back on. And I'm going to give this some height faces. Drag this out here. And go ahead and start the modeling process. The shaping of everything. This is a unique looking airplane. And if you're new to my channel, if you could, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions about anything I've done on my channel here or things you'd like to see, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. And I want to remind everybody about the contest I'm having here on my channel. When I hit the 10,000 mark subscribers, as soon as I hit that mark, I will be giving away a DA35 motor from Desert Aircraft, 3D Connections CAD mouse, and 3D printing filament from Polymakers. And to enter the contest, all you have to do is just subscribe to the channel. And if you could, leave a comment. But like I said, all you have to do is just be subscribed to the channel. And I will be randomly selecting people for the prizes. The DA35 motor is valued at $600. The 3D Connections CAD mouse is valued at $80. And depending on what filament you select, average is about $30 per roll. And I'll be giving away 5 rolls of that. And a lot of times I get questions on about how long did it take me to learn Fusion to be able to do all this type of stuff. And to answer that, I've been working with Fusion now about almost 6 years now. So, yeah, so I've been working with this about 6 years now, and still have a lot to learn too, always learning. In the beginning, when I first started using it, had a lot of problems and things, but how things were done. But odd, once I just realized everything is modeled or drawn or sketched on a plane, everything just made sense after that. And that was about, I'd say, roughly 4 years ago when things started making sense. Okay, this looks pretty good here. All right, let's have a look at this now. Okay. Looks like a fishing lure. Okay, this looks pretty good. Go ahead and save this. And it looks like a fishing lure. And that only took 20 minutes to do. So, turn the canvases back on, turn the bodies off. Create a sketch on this plane here, and I'm going to use the line tool and draw a line or sketch a line. Okay. Now, I'll put an airfoil in here. Measure this line here. $314.5. Take note of that. Now I'll move this back here. And use a plane at an angle. create a sketch on this plane. Let's see if this works. If it doesn't, I'll just come back and redo this. Change this to path guide rails and change this to full extents. Okay. That looks pretty good. Now I can move this and rotate this down a little. Okay. This is looking pretty good. Okay, now put this up here. Create a sketch on this plane here. This line tool. This is just an arbitrary airfoil here. Sorry about the noise. It's my motion sensor. Create a sketch on this plane. All right. Not bad. That only took 35 minutes. Now there's still little refinements to do on the wing tips and these up here, but that's pretty simple. And now this up here, now since this seems like a pretty big plane, I'm just gonna make this to fit a 70 millimeter EDF in here. Okay, that is pretty much it for the shapes. Now I'll just go back and refine everything. But first I want to make a connection between these two up here. I really don't know how. Take a look at these. Can't see that from the front. So what I'm going to do here, create a sketch on this plane. Then use a plane at an angle. This, change this to 90. Then create a sketch on this plane. This is the airfoil I use for this also. And make this a solid also. Then stitch. Save this. Okay. This is what we have so far. And if you've been following me along or following along while I do this is what you should have now. I may have to do some more design through here because when putting the EDF right here, it needs come straight out the air, straight out, because if it comes at an angle there, forcing it down, then this will force the this tail up and it will dive down towards the ground. So we need this to come straight out. But that's it so far. Okay, here we have the 3D printed jet itself. And this is 1,190 millimeters long and a wingspan of 1,560 millimeters. So basically 1,600 millimeters also. And this took about 20 hours to 3D print. I wanted this again to see how long it would take to 3D print this. And it did not take that long with my 3D printer. And my 3D printer, I'm using a Creality K1C. And I cut this up and went ahead and 3D printed this. So the total time I have in this, modeling it in Fusion, I started on a Saturday night, last Saturday night, and I worked on it for a couple hours. Then I worked on it probably about 30 minutes, a couple of more nights. So I probably got about 4 hours into modeling this in Fusion. And printing this, just about 20 hours, maybe a little less. So roughly about 25 hours to get to this point. The wings are done too. They're just too big to show on here as I'm going along here. But, so in reality, you could design an airplane in 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours, and print it something this big in roughly 20 hours and be ready to fly. So, so roughly about 3 days, 3 to 4 days. Like if I want to make this fly, I would have bought all the parts and put into it and stuff like that. And that wouldn't have taken very long to put the parts in it and get it flying. So you can design something this big on a weekend and have it flying, test flying it the following weekend. And the smaller planes that I've done, again, those have taken about 4 to 5 hours in CAD also, Fusion 360, but the printing time is about 10 hours to print those. So in all actuality, you could actually have a plane, design and print in one day if you decide to work on it that long. And but 3 days would be a good time frame for something like that. So you could design it on Monday, print it on Tuesday, and build it on Wednesday and test fly it that Wednesday. Something like the smaller jets that I've done, the F-104 and that Bandit jet. And this, you just give it yourself one more day, maybe 2 days, and have this. But this also right now, this engine nacelle up here is too small to have a 70 millimeter fan in here. I think, well, a 70 millimeter or 80 millimeter fan probably would fly this. It's, but I would like to have a 90 in it if I were going to actually fly this. I would put a 90 up here, and I would scale this up much bigger, not much bigger, but the size that it needs to be to fit a 90 millimeter EDF in here to do that. And I even put the windows in here too. You probably can't see them, but I put those in here also to for all of this. And I didn't put the rods in here because this is just a static model right now. So if I were going to fly this, then I would have went ahead and put the rods in here also. And I've watched another video from another channel, and I can't remember the name of the channel right now, but they did some very innovative designs on 3D printed airplanes, and they make some very large airplanes, gliders. And I saw how they were doing the wings and stuff like that, having
a wing that is, the wing can be 2 meters long, and there's no carbon rod in there. And I like the way how they did that. So yeah, but I will show you guys how to do that, what they did to do stuff like that. But anyway, I just want to show you guys this real quick because I showed you how I modeled this really fast in Fusion. So I just want to show you guys how you know, this printed up also. But yeah. And once again, if you can, have a look at my video on the contest that I'm having on my channel. I'm giving away a DA35 motor, a 3D Connection CAD mouse, and Polymaker's 3D printing filament on my channel as soon as I reach the 10,000 subscriber mark. And to get in on that contest, all you have to do is just subscribe to the channel and make a comment if you can, and but just subscribe to the channel, and if you can, hit that like button as well. And so as soon as I hit that 10,000K mark, I'm just going to do a random drawing for each prize. I'm giving away 5 rolls of the Polymaker filament, and 1 CAD mouse, and 1 DA35. The DA35 is valued at $600. The CAD mouse is valued at $80. And each rolls of filament, they're valued at $30. And there can be more depending on what type of filament you decide to go with. But yeah. Also, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. And like my videos and comment if you can. And I invite you to join my Patreon site and my Facebook group. Both are called CAD RC. Go over there and have a look at that. And oh, by the way, this was printed with Polymaker's, this is a regular PLA, but if I were going to make this a flying model, I would just go ahead and use a lightweight PLA. But this is a static model here, so I can have a good look at it. Because when I do 3D printed airplanes, I like to have a static model always, so I have something to look at and see where I want to put things and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, but again, my Facebook group and my Patreon site both are called CAD RC. Go over there and have a look at both of them. There's some very nice people there. They'll help you out with things. If you have questions, you'll get them answered there. And if you want to see me do more stuff or any type of thing you want to have questions about, just go ahead and leave them down in the comments. Or, you know, you can contact me over on the other 2 sites as well. And so, yeah. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. And I will catch you guys in the next one.
Subscribe for more.